He suddenly The plot of the opening is that the male protagonist, that is, Jack, should be punished by the manager of the landlord's house for slacking off. This is to help him believe that all this is true as soon as possible. What's wrong with you? Nothing. He ran away and asked the people around him for help. He asked them to call the police for him. So Jack was in a strange environment, and all this was under the supervision of the director that Jack pay for his own escape. And this kind of price is a coincidence. Of course, the director man, but the person she likes has always been Jack, who is a horseman. Jack was sitting there for a long time. He was not attracted by the heroine's appearance and figure, but by the fact that he almost lost his life just now to cry on his way to the capital. The heroine grievously explained to him that she was about to be forced by her father to marry a rich old man. Jack not only did not comfort her, but also thought it was a good thing. The next step is to be responsible and responsible. The director was thinking about how to proceed, and Jack created an opportunity himself. As he could not bear the days without a wedding star and a pillow, he stole the chicken raised by the landlord's family and stuffed his feathers into a bag to make a pillow. I'll punish the first one who made a mistake. Because of the whip, he even realized that he couldn't stand it at all. So even if the manager took his best friend here, Jack didn't care at all. His father saw such a scene with his own eyes, and he was extremely disappointed. However, at the end of the crowd, something happened. The man who disguised himself as a good man went to the river to find Jack. The intention was to make him feel guilty and regret it. Unexpectedly, Jack didn't care at all, and even admired him for being able to stand it. At this time, the opening scene happened. The girl was originally a horse factory worker who provided horses to the crew. The director didn't have that high a requirement for people like them who didn't have a specific job. This is the reason why modern underwear appeared. Seeing his son so recklessly unbuttoning a strange girl's dress, his father, who saw it all, was angry. Do you understand that nothing happens? He doesn't change. He's the same shit, but in a different century. What did I do to him here? Did I arrange a resort for him? The director just wanted to talk to him. The staff responsible for monitoring Jack found out that Jack was asking people about the address of the girl riding a horse. But he didn't know that except for a few times. So even if the old man didn't say a word, Jack didn't find it strange. The people in the surveillance room were extremely curious about why Jack was looking for that girl. So the director let the old man stop and asked him the reason. I want to apologize. Apologize? This is a word that has never appeared in Jack's dictionary. The rabbit's heart is not at ease, and there is no anger on his face. Under the guidance of the old man, he saw Lisa, who had already received the news. I'm sorry, I behaved like an animal. Don't insult animals. Okay, like a mushroom? Can mushrooms be insulted? Lisa didn't give him an answer. She just held a wooden stick and went away. And this arrogant look fell into Jack's eyes. The girls who took the initiative to stick to him when he was rich formed a clear contrast, which made Jack have a very strong interest in her. After this happened, the director personally talked to Lisa and invited her to join the show. Instead of being an outsider like this now, the sky will cover the night. Another purposeful and extremely clear atmosphere began. The heroine found Jack, who was participating in the fire-picking party. Her expression was so pitiful that she said she was going to marry that rich man tomorrow. In order not to leave any regrets, she wanted to meet Jack at the far eastern end of the village at midnight. And the purpose is natural. Jack can also guess that the other party wants to have a relationship with him, but his mind is now occupied by Lisa. How could he like a girl who has no feelings like the heroine and has to show up? In the crowded crowd, Jack found Lisa. A group of people do not talk to Jack. At the same time, she understands her loneliness after coming here. Observing the director here, a strange figure appeared on her face. At first, he was going to change the heroine to Lisa, but the other party would not accept the kiss and even upload such a large-scale plot. Considering that those are inevitable plots in love, the director, who was worried that this big play would be exposed, had no choice but to do it. He arranged a male lead for Lisa, but he had to stop her at the critical moment. Seeing that the plot was developing in an uncontrollable direction, the director did not stop Lisa's free play, but arranged for the heroine to compromise. He wanted to see Jack's own choice.
Что-то Аглая Дмитриевну не могу найти. Найти, говорю, нигде не могу. Потерялась. Не случилось бы чего. А то ведь к берегу пошла.
When she thought of what Raya said to herself just now, will the other party be reluctant to marry that old man and can't think of it? Thinking of this, she ran to the river at the same time as apologizing to Lisa. Seeing her coming, Raya began to suffer. As expected by the director, she could not miss a fresh life and die in vain. But what happened next was not in her plan. Facing Raya's initiative, Jack, who should have responded immediately, refused. Ignoring the other party's beautiful face and seductive figure, she went back to the room to find her clothes. Then she asked a maid to help send the things over. She then ran to Lisa. But with the director's repeated persuasion, Lisa finally agreed to play the heroine. Here someone may ask why there must be a heroine. In fact, the answer is simple. Love is not only the mutual love of two people. The process of maintaining the relationship is also a man's responsibility and responsibility. In the next period of time, with the director's deliberate arrangement, Jack and Lisa naturally have a lot of opportunities to get along with each other. They often stroll under the sunset and often appear on the grasslands to ride horses. Sometimes they also go to the river to row a boat. During this period, Lisa will teach him some skills and the right way to behave. Jack steals things, and he will teach him. But looking at Jack's little change, he has no sense of achievement at all, because he found this playboy is not the kind of playboy in the movie or TV series. In the appearance of Jack's bastard, he actually has a heart that wants to be recognized. It's just that the way to attract attention is a bit too much. This also left early with his mother. The father has been busy with work for many years and has little direct concern for him. When the two are together, what Jack talks about most is some misunderstandings of the 21st century, which makes Lisa a little suspicious of herself. Those things are also visible to her. But every time Jack talks about it, she has a little fun in it. And this discovery also made Lisa begin to realize that she may have fallen in love with this countless player. Lying on the grass, the two look up at the stars in the sky. Jack recalls his previous self and begins to regret it. However, just when he was about to scold the bastard son who often caused trouble for his father, Lisa blocked what he wanted to say with a warm lip. Jack has regrets. This is a matter worth celebrating. But at this moment, all the eyes are on Jack. He completely ignored Lisa's feelings. Why did he violate the original agreement? The answer is, of course, because of love. But after all this is over, where should this mutual love go? While waiting for the director to carry out the final test of Jack, something happened on the other side. Leia is dissatisfied with the character who was taken away. In retaliation, she exposed this to the TV. She claimed that the director's behavior was kidnapping and illegal imprisonment. Not only that, she, who originally volunteered to appear to have something to do with Kwa Xiao, is now said to be the director who forced her to betray her body. The broadcast of this news instantly attracted the public's attention. Under their call, the official quickly organized the people. The crew members who heard the news proposed to disband on the spot. But this voice was suppressed by the director. He wanted to see the final test result. He wanted to give an explanation to the people who have been cooperating with this drama for so long. Seeing the director so optimistic about his son, the father also decided to increase the salary for everyone. Finally, he insisted for a day. But it was only a day. The original plan could not be implemented at all. With the help of money, people also began to disperse their thoughts. In the end, they came up with a new idea. That is to find a group of bad guys to enter the village. Let them claim that they are here to grab beautiful girls. For the authenticity of this play, the bad guys did not come up and take Lisa away. Instead, they caught a man who did not know him. The girl's father resisted, but was taken off his head. This is naturally a prop. But fortunately, Jack, who was in terror, did not pay attention to the details. The leader pretended to admire the father. He let the girl go and began to choose from the crowd again. This time, he pointed to Lisa. The bad guys took Lisa away from Jack. In the previous play, he told Jack that these bad guys respected the warriors. As long as he went up and fought with them, he could exchange for the girl chosen. Everyone looked at Jack. They all looked forward to his performance. But the scene where the head was caught by the bad guys really scared him. He did not run to death as everyone imagined, but but turned around and left here. Grisha, Grisha, help me. Grisha, good wine will be. Jack stopped, but when he thought that the price to exchange for Lisa was his own life, he still left. Well, you didn't get it. It's time to stop this from the action. Let's do it. Well, let's wait until the cops catch us. Let's catch him. Until now, the director still has a little hope for Jack. He ordered the anesthetist to wait. After that, he stared at the screen. Jack faced the stable. In his mind, he unconsciously appeared the scene where Lisa taught herself to ride a horse for a horse. And then, as if he made a decision, he looked up at the sky and took a deep breath and made the decision that everyone in the crew wanted to see. He rushed into the crowd of robbers and took Lisa on his horse in the midst of the chaos and ran away. They just left the police blocked the place under the leadership of Raya. Fortunately, Jack didn't run into this scene. They didn't have to worry if they couldn't handle it. The director said they were just filming in a new way with so many witnesses. This matter naturally came to an end, but they didn't wait for a few people to celebrate. The father thought of a question. Where did Jack ride his horse? I just sit and put down. It's a good show. They rode through the grassland and through the woods. The two quickly left the village. A gas station caught Jack's eye. He looked around in amazement. Are you in the 95th or on the gas? Man, where are we? Lisa, I'll explain everything. With a loud bang, Jack fainted. The anesthetic sniper hired by the director arrived in time. Dad, where am I? You're in the hospital. Son, everything is fine. What? What happened? You were in a coma. Don't you remember anything? In a coma? You ran out of the club and got hit by a car. We've been fighting for your life for 3 months. What about the village? Where's Lisa? What village, son? What Lisa? After hearing the father's explanation, Jack took it all as a long dream or a magical time travel experience. As everyone expected, he changed. He became polite. He didn't make trouble like before. He didn't bring women home, but at the same time, he also became silent. Everything disappeared because of Lisa that day. When Jack was drunk in the bar, a woman who could change his whole life appeared. He became polite. Faced with Jack's interrogation out of revenge for the director, he told Jack about the drama. But the first time Jack heard the news, he didn't go to the father and the director to settle the score, but he forced himself to come to Lisa's horse farm. Address the man he was waiting for entered the line of sight. Jack asked the most difficult question in his heart. So everything was real? Yes, I missed you. After a few hours of greeting with Lisa, Jack accompanied her to find her father. It turned out that during that time, not only did Jack find true love, the father also got the companion for the rest of his life. Congratulations and thank you for what? For everything. With the story ending, the movie ends here.